check frozen in that sleek Miami law office on the 15th floor. The lawyer's words hitting me like a punch to the gut. The oceanfront condo worth $1,450,000. The investment accounts totaling $782,340. The 2 rental properties, the 2025 BMW, and a 30-foot boat. All of it goes to you. My hands gripped the edge of the shiny mahogany table so hard my knuckles turned white. The air conditioning blasted cold air that gave me goosebumps on my arms, but sweat still trickled down my back. This could not be happening. Not after 26 years of nothing. It took me right back to July 22nd, 2000. I was 8 years old, sitting at our tiny kitchen table in Pittsburgh, spooning cold cereal into my mouth. Dad stood there with his duffel bag slung over his shoulder, keys jingling in his hand. Kid, this life's not for me anymore, he said, voice flat and entitled like he was ordering coffee. You and your mom are just dead weight holding me down. I'm heading to Florida where I can actually make something of myself. He didn't hug me, didn't even look back. The screen door slammed behind him. I watched from the window as his rusty truck disappeared down the street, taillights fading into the morning fog. Mom fell apart after that. She picked up extra shifts at the diner, scrubbing tables until her hands cracked and bled, then cleaned offices at night. Our electric bill one month hit $142.68, and she cried when she had to tell the power company we'd pay half just to keep the fridge running. I learned quick not to ask about that. Every time I did, she'd grip the counter so tight her knuckles went white and whisper, "He's gone, and we're better off." In a place like Pittsburgh, a single mom's paycheck decides if you eat or freeze, and Dad's choice left us on the wrong side of that line every single time. 26 years of silence followed. No calls on my November 3rd birthdays.eno card when I graduated high school in 2018. I sent him a wedding invitation in 2023 when Sarah and I got married at the courthouse. Nothing. Now we have our 3-year-old son Tommy, and I work 12-hour days at the auto shop, grease under my nails, fixing engines for $18 an hour. Last winter the heating bill came in at $456.23. We ate ramen for 2 weeks straight and told Tommy the power company was just slow. His new family in Miami never reached out much. Tyler and Brooke found out about me when they were teens through some old photos. They sent one awkward Facebook message that fizzled out fast. So when the lawyer emailed on March 10th saying Dad died February 15th from a heart attack and I was mentioned in the will, I figured it would be some cruel joke, maybe $50 or his old tools to rub it in. I almost skipped the flight. Sarah pushed me to go. I borrowed $200 for the ticket and showed up anyway. The office smelled like fresh printer ink and Linda's thick perfume. Overripe flowers mixed with money. Linda, Dad's wife, sat across from me in her designer sunglasses and tight white dress, gold jewelry clinking every time she crossed her legs. She shot me a glare like I had crashed her private party. Tyler, 26, kept glancing at his expensive watch, foot tapping the tile floor. Brooke, 23, chewed gum loud and scrolled her phone like none of this mattered. The lawyer cleared his throat. Robert's will is clear. He read out slow. Everything. The condo, the accounts, the rentals pulling in $4,200 a month each to me. Tyler and Brooke got a box of Dad's old fishing lures and some faded photos. Linda got nothing. Zero. The room exploded. Linda shot up so fast her chair flew back with a screech across the marble. This is fraud, she yelled, voice sharp. That grease monkey from Pittsburgh must have sweet-talked a dying man. Rob swore the condo was mine. We were his real family. Brooke started sobbing, mascara running down her cheeks. Dad loved us. Why would he leave us scraps like this? Tyler slammed his fist on the table, rattling the water glasses. This can't stand. We were here the whole time. My stomach twisted into knots. Sweat soaked my shirt collar even though the room was freezing. My heart hammered so hard I could feel it in my throat. All those years flashed back. The empty chair at my graduation, the Christmas with no presents because Mom said Dad's probably spending it on his new kids. My hands shook as I gripped the table harder. I wanted to stand up and scream at all of them, but the words stuck. The stress made my vision blur for a second. This was the edge. One more second, and I might have lost it right there in front of strangers. The lawyer held up a hand for quiet. There's more. A letter for you only. He slid over the sealed envelope. My fingers shook as I tore it open. The paper rough under my thumbs. The handwriting was Dad's, dated January 15th, 2025. Son, doctors gave me 2 years when they found my heart failing. I used that time to face what I did. Leaving you and your mom was the worst mistake of my life. I was too ashamed to call, too cowardly to show up, but I watched. Hired a guy to send me updates. Knew about your shop, your wedding photos online, little Tommy's first steps. I kept every screenshot in a folder on my laptop. I tried to make it right. Sent cards every birthday, even a $5,000 check in 2023 for the baby. But Linda found them all. She tore up the letters, cashed the checks into her own account, and told me you never responded. I have the proof here. Bank records. Her emails admitting she handled the trash from your old life. She didn't want my past messing up her perfect setup. This money isn't forgiveness. Nothing can fix what I broke. It's me finally stepping up that I want Tyler and Brooke to see that actions follow you forever and cut the people who never deserve the pain. You really thought I forgot you, didn't you? I never forgot you for a single day. I just convinced myself you were better off without me in your life. I was wrong about absolutely everything. Linda lunged across the table for the papers. Lies. He's making this up. The lawyer stayed calm. Robert expected this. He left medical reports proving he was sharp till the end. And these emails from you, Linda, dated back years. Plus a voice recording where you laugh about burning his letters. Linda's face drained of color. She sank back down, hands trembling like she had been caught stealing. Tyler and Brooke turned to her slow, eyes wide with shock. Tyler's voice cracked. Mom, you stopped Dad from contacting him? All this time. Brooke whispered. You lied to us too? I folded the letter, stood up, and walked out. My work boots echoed on the marble floor. The salty ocean breeze hit my face outside, warm and real. In a city like Miami, blood only counts when there's no money splitting it up. And sometimes a dead man's last words hit harder than any punch you never saw coming. His new family got to feel the exact emptiness I had carried for 26 years. Legally clean, but ruthless as hell.